and do the startup, the configuration. But in real world, the router doesn't have anywhere where to click. It doesn't have any display or anything where to configure. So you have to connect this router with a laptop or PC and start configuration. Now, the way you can connect them is with a console cable. Now, this is a special blue cable that's connected to the back of this the PC on the serial port. So click the console cable, click on the laptop RS232. Now, some new PCs or laptops, they don't have the serial port. So if you don't have the serial port, you have to purchase a converter from USB to serial. And then we connect the laptop with the router. Now, the router, you have two choices: auxiliary port or console port. The AUX, as is known, it's about the modem, so you need a modem. It's not used anymore. Well, you can use it, but it's more preferred if you use console cable. So stick on the console. Now, you go to the laptop and you open the terminal line. So in the desktop here, we have a terminal section. So click on there. These ones are the default. Bits per second 9600, data bits 8, parity none, stop bits 1, and flow control none. So you keep them to the default. Click OK. Now we have a connection to the router. So as we were sitting right next to the router or in the router. Okay, I'm going to close this now. If you want to, for example, continue with the later, so you want to save this work that you're doing so far, so just click File, Save As, and then click on the packet tracer where do you want to save it. Okay, it's like normal. You find it where you saved it. You will see it again next time you try login. Now, for example, if we say that this one is a test, which I did, it will appear on the desktop as like that. So it's a bit different to the icon as a packet tracer. If you click this, it will open a brand new packet tracer. If you click the other one, it will open the one that we had before. Okay, so what else we can do here? If you don't want, for example, these two devices, say I don't want these two here, I can just highlight both of them and click on the X. That will delete them. So on the right here we have, first one is a select, to select something. So if you want to select, right, this is to move your screen, your network, so if it gets too big. But this, I can't select anything. So if I want to select, for example, this cloud, I have to click this first, and then I select it and I move it around. The name, I can't change it. You see, it says here cloud, I can't change it at the moment from this window. If I want to name it something else, I can click Note here and then say maybe frame relay. Frame relay. Now, frame relay, this one, the name that we just added, this we can move it around. So I can move it and put it right here in the middle. Here, these ones, you can't take them off here from this window. There's another place where you can actually hide them so they don't show. Right, let's continue here. So select, if you want to select something, hand if you want to move your network, note to add nodes. It's great. Adding nodes, it will help you. So you should always add nodes. For example, IP addresses, 192.168.1.1. I'll add it and I'll put it here next to the server. So now every time I look at this screen, I know that's 172.16.1.1. If I want to delete something, I'll click here and then click whatever I want to delete. So click on this icon. Just be careful here. If you have already something selected, for example, this PC, you can see the color has been changed a little bit. So here, for example, is more like show, and here's like a transparent like PC. Now if I click the delete, it will assume that I'm trying to delete this PC. So say, oh, now if you click yes, the PC will go. Maybe you didn't want that, so click no. So first thing what you need to do is, if you have selected some stuff, say I have selected these two, I need to click on the white screen somewhere, so to deselect them, and then click the delete, and then I can delete exactly what I want. So delete this, and so on. Here is the, for example, the inspect. So if you want to inspect the traffic from one device to another device. Here, drawing, if you want to draw a polygon, rectangle, clips and so on. To maximize the window, resize the shape, and then here is to add a PDU or simple PDU. For example, if you want to ping one PC to send another packet to another PC, that's how you ping it. And I will add them very quickly, a ping packet. But you can create your own one, more complicated or complex PDU. Okay, what else do we have here? When I send a ping, for example, this won't work because I got no configuration here on the PC or anything. From PC to laptop, see, it says laptop has no function. So sorry, no, it doesn't work here. Let me just start to configure a little bit and then we can send pings. Okay, from the top here, I'm not going to go too detailed because you should be able to understand what these do, pretty much all of them. If you just go slowly through them, they are easy to understand. They are similar to other applications. The first one thing that I need to show you here on the options, go on preferences. You remember that I said earlier the cloud 0, maybe I don't want to see that. The only way to take it off is if you go to the preferences. So preferences, and then again show animation, play sound. As the traffic will go, the sound will play. If you want to know your neighboring students, show device model labels. So if I click these, you can see what's changing here. It's saying the 1841, 2950, server PT, laptop PT, and so on. That's the label of the model label. So if I untick that, the labels goes. Show device name labels. See, it says here router 0 and so on. If I untick that, now it doesn't say the label of the device or the name of the device. Now it says, we can say it like this, frame relay, and keep it. Always show ports labels. So for example, if I take that, it will show this is FA00 or 0, this is FA03, FA01, FA00, FA01, and so on. Now, and disable AutoCable. Remember that port there? If I untick that, that's not going to allow us anymore to AutoCable them. Right, this stuff, for me, I like to keep it as minimum as possible, right? Like this, similar. Anything I want, I would write it myself. For example, I would write this FA01 like this myself. So it's kind of, I can place it where I want it and so on. Because if I keep all of them on, it will get very messy, very quick. It will get too, like, what, I don't know the name now and so on. Show the link lights, so you can see the lights. Let me just take these off, can't see them anything. Okay, so here we have, for example, the link lights. I said to you earlier, we could see that it's green. In the real life, there's no way for you to see, well, on the switches there is, and okay, there is. But you wouldn't look at the lights that much. Show link lights or turn them off. Now it doesn't show. We don't know which one is on, which one is working, which one is not. Okay, and so far we are done good. Okay, the next one we're gonna move to administrative. There's not that much here. You can just change the folder where we keep the saved documents. If you want to hide some of the tabs, you go here. We'll come back to this. Okay, change the fonts, for example. Okay, I'll come back to this window again. Let me just go through these first, and then we can see what fonts we're talking about and what we're hiding. Okay, so if I click on the PC first, I want to configure this PC something, to give an IP address or something. I have to click inside that, and it will open the window for the PC. On the left, I have different kind of network components available for me. For example, let me just maximize it a little bit so we can see it. Okay. Now the PC is on at the moment. If you want to, for example, take some stuff off or remove, then you have to switch it off first. Then this is the network, Ethernet port. So if I remove it, all I did is click on it, hold the left click, and drag it in there. Now there's not interface there. If I want to put the wireless, for example, card, I click in here, links is, that's my wireless card, and I have to switch it on. Now the PC doesn't have, this PC doesn't have the port, any ports available. Okay, Now if I want to, for example, go to config